Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Shengshou 4x4 version 3. Mine is the tiled version, and I got this from iCubeMart. Okay, so now for a size comparison. On the left is the X Cube, on the right is the Shengshou 4x4 version 3. It's a little bit bigger, but it's really not that bad. Next, the Ishin, which is the same size as the X Cube. On the left again is the Shengshou 4x4 version 1. They look to be just about the same size, maybe the version 3 is just a tiny bit bigger, but they look to be almost exactly the same. And lastly, for the Maru, is a little bit bigger. Not very much, but it's a bit stockier, and some people don't like it as much because of that. I would do a Diane MF8, but I sold mine a while ago. And these are the only 5 4x4s I have, and I'm trying to get rid of 3 of them. So, and now for the weight of the cube. 151.4 grams. Compared to the X Cube, so 151.2, not much of a difference there. The original Shengshou, 149.2. The Maru, 177.9. And Ishin, which is 110.8. So just some relative perspective. Wow, that failed epically. The X Cube and the 2 Shengshous are all about the same weight, so if you like any of these cubes, you'll like the feel or weight of the Shengshou version 3. The turning of this cube is just absolutely spectacular. It's very smooth. You can kind of feel a little bit clicky, but it's really not that bad. Very smooth, very not super fast, and not very stiff to turn like my X Cube is, but just a very nice feel. It's way smoother than the Shengshou version 1. Sort of like the Ghost Hand 2, version 2, but a little bit better. Corner cutting on this cube, outside corner cutting is, so that's line to line, that's about 45, so it's not the greatest, but it's better than a QJ, which can't cut at all. Middle cuts, double layers, so that's a full, so just a little bit more than half a QB. Middle 1 layers. Yeah, really good. And then reverse corner cutting. Yeah, so not very good reverse corner cutting, but everything else is actually quite good. The sticker quality on this cube, I'm not sure what the stickered version looks like, but I got the tiled version, and it's a lot like if you guys have a Shengshou 5x5 tiled, like that. As you can see, they're a bit bumpy, they're smooth, but they don't have like the silky feel, very smooth and glossy feel of regular stickers. They have a nice grippy feel, but they're not too bumpy where they make your fingers sweat and you can't hold on to the cube. They do chip a little bit, as you can see. I have some right there. Some of these green ones are chipping. They're not gonna peel, and I don't think they'll fade, but they're definitely chipping, which isn't terrible because these ones do it too. But in the future, I might change them to Cubesmiths, half brights, because I have an extra set. I really like these tiles. They're really nice, and they're just great tiles. I don't know what else to say about them. So now it's time to show you guys the pieces. Let's disassemble this. So now let's go over the pieces. First, the corners. They have a very interesting look to them. They kind of are square for a bit. The cap on these is, ow, that hurt, is square. But when you take the cap, you go down, as you can see there, it kind of dips in. And then it has kind of like a Shengshou 3x3 corner. Pretty interesting. The edge pieces are like a Shengshou 5x5, where they have the extra piece that that hold them together. Sorta. So the one on the right is a 5x5, the one on the left is a 4x4, so they kind of improved on it. I don't know how this stops the popping, but however it does it, it works, because I haven't had one single pop with this 4x4. The little wing pieces look like this. Pretty, I mean, they're not standard. They have some anti-popping, like right there, if you guys can see. Right there's a little wing that will prevent the popping. One of these middle hubs, I'm not sure how this works, but it just goes in like that, so I don't know what this extra plastic on the inside is for. But whatever. Yeah, so those are those. And lastly, we have our center pieces. And what I think is interesting is these little tips at the bottom. I still don't know how they work, but okay, so you can look at the cube. If you look, those little pieces go right next to the edges. These edges, and I guess they kind of hold them in place. I'm not entirely sure. This is the first time I've ever opened this cube, so I'm not exactly sure how it works, but because I couldn't get a piece, I would have to loosen it. I didn't want to loosen it because the tensions, factory tensions, were awesome. So yeah, that's the inside of the cube. It has the Pi mod already applicated to it, and then kind of like an old Ishin, how they have the 4 little things that these will go under to keep them from popping, which is pretty awesome that they implemented this into a 4x4. Other than the X Cube, this is one of the most sophisticated 4x4s that, ooh, this thing better not fall apart on me, 4x4s I've ever seen. So good job, Shengshou. Awesome 4x4. Really got me back into 4x4. So cool. I'm gonna put this back together now. Pops and lockups. There's a bunch of lockups that I've gotten, but there's been no pops. With the anti-popping mechanism that you just saw, with the pieces all have like the little wings on them so that they don't pop. I mean, literally without loosening it. Never mind. So before, I might have to tighten it a little bit more. Before, I couldn't even like get a piece out. Yeah, there. I can't even get a piece out without like loosening it. So it's not going to pop on you, which is one of the best things about this. I think it's like one of the only 4x4s that actually won't pop. I mean, even my X Cube will pop sometimes. It's rare, but it does pop. Whereas lockups on this cube can get pretty severe. I wouldn't say severe, that's a bad word. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, just like, you can't even see it. Let's see if I can go like this. Well, really, it's hard to show you guys, but they're not too bad. I mean, when scrambling, this back layer will, like, it'll get stuck. I mean, kind of like that, where it just, like, comes out of alignment like that, and then it stops moving. Like that. You see how it's just like, it's not locking up all that much, but it still locks up. I haven't had any problems with it, like stopping my times and having to like fix a lockup where it like just overly just screws up. But it gets kind of annoying because, especially with my X Cube, I can just like almost power through any different type of lockup, because it just cuts so well. Maybe if I loosen this up, I might actually try that, loosening it up either 180 or 360 degrees, or a full turn, half a turn, or full turn on each side. Maybe that will help with the lockups, but it's such a nice cube. It's just absolutely amazing. The speed of this cube isn't the fastest cube in the world. I mean, if you look, this is an Ishin, and that's probably the fastest. This is an X Cube. It's not bad. This is a little bit faster than the X Cube. Definitely slower than the Ishin. I don't know how to explain it. It's a good speed. It's not too fast where it overturns, as you can see. Simple turn. I mean, it might even, if you don't turn it hard enough, it might even underturn if you're just flicking it. But it's a perfect speed. I really like my X Cube 4 speed, and I like the way that I can turn the centers on it without lockups, but this speed is just great. Would I recommend this cube? Yes. This cube is awesome. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just completely amazing. Yeah. So if you're looking for a new 4x4 and you want something that doesn't pop, something that doesn't that's a good speed, something that's cheap, which is one of like the big things. It's very inexpensive. It's like $11 at most. Yeah. So if you have $11 and you need a new 4x4, go get it. Some afterthoughts. I've had this cube a little bit. I've been playing it with it. It recently helped me get back into 4x4. I had stopped for a while just because I wasn't getting anywhere. Every time I got to it, I'd get like I'd average like 140, 145, and I wasn't having very much fun solving. So what I did is I got this, and I ended up switching to Yao, and like 30 minutes ago from when this video was taken, I got a PB average of 12 of 127, average of 5 125. So I mean, I've gotten a 111 single with this. So whereas reduction, I got a 114 single, and I've gotten a 118 single and stuff like that, but it's not consistent. Whereas Yao, I did a average, and my highest time was a 139, and then I had like a 134, and everything else was sub 130 or something crazy like that. So this has helped me get back into 4x4. I don't know if it's really helped because, I mean, I do averages on both of them, and it doesn't really make a difference which one I'm on, which cube I'm using, that makes it so I'm doing better. But either way, this is an amazing cube. And if you guys are looking for a 4x4 that doesn't pop, that's pretty fast, this hasn't even been lubed with Lubix. Just like the Shengshou, the 5x5, I ended up lubing the core of this, but I decided not to lube this, and it's been fine. I might have to lube it sometime soon, but for now, it's great. The stickers are great. Everything on this cube is just awesome. I only have one problem, is that it locks up, and if I could change anything, I would make it so that it doesn't lock up. I'm gonna try loosening it. If that doesn't work, then yeah, that might make it worse too, because it could it could make it lock more. Excuse me, sorry about that. So we'll see. So yeah, thanks for watching. And that's about it, guys. So pretty much go get this cube. It's awesome. There's plenty of places where you can buy it. I'll leave some links in the description on where I got it. And don't forget to use the timestamps at the beginning of the video. Well, you're already at the end, so why would you want to use them? Duh. Either way, if you're skipping around, yeah, make sure you check out the timestamps. They'll be in the description and in the beginning title. Hopefully this helped. Don't forget, guys, check me out on Twitter, Tall5001. My blog on Tumblr is also Tall5001. Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/therealtall5001, TherealTall5001. And then I also have did I say Facebook? Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube. Okay, that sounds about right. So yeah, check me out, guys. Go like my page. I've been posting a little bit of stuff. I'm going to post more like bloggy type stuff on my Facebook, where it's been mostly videos. Did a 2x2 PB average of a single average of 5 and average of 12 that I posted on there, and just the times and stuff. So go check that out. It's something where you can interact with me. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.